that's, so, you really can, you can switch interests and decide you want to be something 100 times in your life, and honestly, you really can, about every 8 years, master a new skill. So I say if you have a midlife thing where you want to go into welding, Chloe knows a gal who could teach you how to do it. So. All right, on to the next question. Let's start again with Ms. Christie here. So, thank you. What was one moment that inspired you to pursue a career in STEM?
When I was in high school, I had a teacher named Mr. Tierlink, and he had us look at a graph from a terrifying book called The Limits to Growth. Has anybody ever heard of this book, The Limits to Growth? Yeah, you've heard of it. It's pretty much about how, as humans, we're really doomed, really doomed. It's an old book, but it was very scary. And he also handed out a printout called 99 Problems That Humans Have. This was a long time ago. It was before the song. 99 Problems That Humans Have that biology could help solve, like acid rain, hole in the ozone. So this was a little while ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to dedicate my life to helping. Like, we're in big trouble. Biology could help. I'm not going to be a super smart scientist. I'm not going to be the world's best scientist, but I should dedicate my life to helping. So Mr. Tierlink made me feel like I had a moral obligation to helping. So I feel like I'm doing my tiny piece to help. So that was what made me do it.
So I read this question before, and I love this story, and I'm so excited to share the story with everyone here today. So this moment that really inspired me to start STEM, it also for me happened in high school. And so as I mentioned, I did come from California, and I went to an all-girls Catholic private high school, and it was an amazing high school, and I had an amazing time there all 4 years. But back in the time, this was back in the 2010s, there weren't a lot of opportunities for STEM that were provided, and especially in that all-girls environment. At the same time, we also had an all-boys brothers school, and I didn't really integrate too much with them the first half of my time there in high school, but then the summer before my junior year, they were giving out information about a lot of summer programs, and there ended up being this one that was a 1 week daily a robotics camp that was going to take place at our brother school, and it was open to both schools. And we decided to just try it out. My mother helped me sign me up for that, just because thought that it could come to something, just get some type of experience into that. So I didn't really know what to expect. Went over there the first day and walked in, and there were about 8 guys in there, and I realized right away I was the only girl walking into this camp. And I was like, okay, this is different, but the one who's in charge, it was the person I had on the picture. There's Charity Marisic, and she was the teacher, the coach there, and the one who's leading the summer camp. And within that first day, she was kind of going around and asking, what knowledge do you have in robotics? Would you be interested in being a part of the team? I wasn't thinking that I would even be part of that because I wasn't even at that school. But she still asked me if I was interested in being part of the team. And I was like, wow, is this even an option? And we talked later, and yeah, that if I was interested in being a part of the robotics team, even though I was the only girl doing this, that they would happy to have me. So I decided to take that chance there. And later on throughout the week, we kept talking, and she had given me an opportunity, and it's not something that had never been done before, but that I could go over and take a couple of the engineering classes there at their school. It took a lot of coordination between both schools, but we were able to work it out. And so every other day, I would go over there first thing in the morning. My mother would take me. I would go and she would teach me one-on-one in the morning, and then I would do a little bit with the class, and then I would go back to my school for the rest of the day. And we did that for 2 years, my junior and senior year of high school. And within that, I was able to really learn, like the first class that I took, it was Principles of Engineering, so it was literally every single type of engineering that you could think of. And I really enjoyed that class, and I realized that, wow, this definitely could be something that I could do. And then in the afternoon, I would work on the robotics team, and it was such an amazing experience, and I really learned a lot. And I actually wanted to ask, who knows what robotics is? Who has done robotics? Yeah? Who thinks robotics is? Let me hear someone. What about you? What do you think robotics is? Shout it out. Stuff with robots, absolutely. That is exactly what it is. And in the program that I did was actually, this is a program called VEX Robotics. So there was a specific type of kits and things that we would do to build robots for competition. And so we did a lot of that on the team, and we were able to go through league, through state. We even went to very interesting places like Iowa to compete, and it was such an amazing time. So I really learned a lot, and just that whole time there, it was definitely not easy being the only girl put in this program, but it really helped me gain a lot of confidence, having to gain the respect of all the teammates there and the classmates that I worked with. But I learned so much in engineering there, and that was really what really ignited that spark that this is what I wanted to do. So yeah, I really owe a lot to that back in high school, and I always remember that, and I'm happy to be able to share that here today.